Mr. Lynch, lives will be alive forever. Good morning, Mr. Minister Simply, or 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 simply. David. It's David Limonat and David Lynch. It's April 12, 2025, and it's Saturday here in Naples. We are clear but electricity veiled in the sky, atmosphere, and so some little clouds. Yes, and attualmente su Sims Estenez e lì after pari it's noon and 20 noon and 55 except for Fahrenheit 18 Celsius, and this means it's really soft, and this is serious. Soft it's classic adjective to use for speaking at also don't be it's a straight words of 3 seconds as a person non rimane finché la body was an body which changes as suppose indeed I'm sure to as he had remember things for the same that also state it's my purpose that can be assured to change it's better I know perhaps paradox but not for me, and I didn't know to do identical operations factor auto in summer and winter senza ti factor for the auto se si just for so questo sono che si aggetti software summer aggetti hot for the winter aggetti cold sono rasi sono che classic aggetti, and as regard the degrees that's for me was and as regard the degrees at least for me was nothing significant that absolutely incomplete it seems that we are in the first weeks of the spring, in particular since not this Friday, since last Friday April 4, and yes, at the same time, also that during between the evening and the night, but see, during the night, it also seems still winter, in the part of winter atmosphere. I didn't remember an April like this, in the night, an April like this, yes, with this degrees in the night, and then this atmosphere, cold atmosphere in general in the night. This is for me, I don't know if it's for other people. To have for me in general always good, and here the button sky, to atmosphere in general. Today I don't know if I can see the same thing as just for the days, but it's good, but it's not completely. And in fact, maybe briefly in some of the things. In Greece for noon, I think at temperature repeat just before 6 for Fahrenheit 18 Celsius. At important thing with atmosphere is anticipated. Just before we do this. Le cortine aperte mi dice illustrano nuove porzioni di sala a Roma, su queste cortine, ma in genere queste cortine se me ne pico in Sant'Anni, you should see the most perfect, at least I suppose, in fact sono andate a repeat this sky clear, not veiled, so this slight sun, and also yes with really at the moment with these clouds. And according to Tarid, considering the last days, considering my sensations on learning where I think yesterday quando mi chiamano if totally the most sure mostly clubby also let vuol dire che di sette monti di truly a remoto possibility so se no bisogna antiagire Peters sono sul sì di se poi sul sì ogni fase clear si come scrive chi deve clear well bad perhaps better the contrary bad well a termine so si diso iniziato al medico win stato al curteno questo 4 nostro tre parti strumat non difference si calano per flowers fuck la calava per previous secondo curteno si era per gol la calava per first was pink and easy when you start si fa da curteno if it's not pink so like the first one it's really similar I don't know if you can notice doveva la scorsa si nel room sopra la medico win delle nuove curtene sono addirittura si pensano 2 years in fact renewing the sentence from wallet with it's in fact renewing the sentence with in quote from wallet also the logo the fact that we have it is curtene reasons from 2 years and also with the beautiful pentabench also visible in ambient also but however also knows better visible for me it's sentire la necessità azione mia gente Sigari conosciuto per essere visible, so in general visible, non sono sigesi, mi better visible, non sono sigesi, anzi mi general. And finally, from a medical care and NGX 1640 PG 625, also in sigesi, non si mi general. Eva, Christine the people for the person, and slag getting it where I'm so I'm going to myself. Rest of the skills, and finally, I hope you will get breakfast. Today it's late in general, also for us, even if for late, another late, I can say also slightly late. In fact, when I say late, I mean for Mars, but the more important is that we still fare from the record. Summer 2023, it was a Saturday, fucking breakfast. If you can believe it, I started to it. At the Fienten, in part, I'm related to yesterday. So as I think that the record is a record, in fact questo è il 23 so sarà ci today repeat close the record late also on Mars if repeat in this case also slightly late from a little also slightly late it's just only obviously just only quote non 55 but the important thing to show is remember the attention also today fortunately so I'm really young and as we see e che fa sono sticking dal film absolutely since a few weeks mi sono shots with a few biscuits but in particular I would say read other two important things first one about the milk fat sono shots not only can see and eat the coffee obviously always but also in a quick shock ti fa occasione da short fragment video no shot and within this also the fact that you breakfast was a comment because this of the last video era mega bomb and the second thing is about the serious fact that and that beautiful serious that Conrad did Iron Serious for me this art not piece of position and I because at the first piece of position for me are the palm Iron Serious in fact always I truly recommend them to you because they are really superb. Tomorrow I suppose it's fun to die. In fact, I know tomorrow to will happen and I will see.